am just thrilled to be here. I have learned so much. Thank you, Barrett. And there's just been incredible dialogue over the past few days on ways to improve the world. And I think, as Paul Clausen said yesterday, devices everywhere. And so what I want to talk to you about is the tens of millions of workers who make those devices and how to improve their world. So I'm going to cover three things really quickly in 5 minutes. The Clean Electronics Production Network, who we are and what we do, why it's important, and what we need to achieve our vision, where workers are informed about the chemicals they're exposed to and able to take action and participate in protecting their health. So CEPN, or the Clean Electronics Production Network, is a program of Green America's Center for Sustainability Solutions. And we bring together diverse groups of stakeholders to solve really complex supply chain sustainability issues. Issues that really can't be solved by any one organization or leader alone, but really takes a network, a collaboration. And that's just what CEPN is. We have representatives from industry, NGO community, worker representatives, academics, and so forth. And our ultimate goal, our big goal, is to move towards zero exposure to workers to toxic chemicals in the electronics manufacturing sector. It's an audacious goal. We know that. And ultimately, what it's going to take is eliminating these toxic chemicals from the supply chain. And we're working towards that one step at a time with our industry partners and our other stakeholders. But while we're working on that, there's two things that we can be doing to protect workers. One is eliminating the pathway of exposure. But what I'm here to talk about today is more about how to empower the workers through technology so that they're informed about what they're exposed to. So why is this important? So let me talk about some of the human health issues. So chemicals make up the backbone of the materials in the electronic products that we use every day. And there are tens and millions of workers in the electronics industry that are exposed to these chemicals as they labor to make these cell phones and laptops, products that we so rely on and really have grown to love. According to the UN Special Rapporteur, it's estimated that one worker dies every 15 seconds from toxic exposures to work. That's not just the electronics industry, to be clear. That's globally in all industries. But let me say that again. One worker is estimated to die every 15 seconds from exposure, toxic exposure at work. So short of dying, there are also a myriad of other health impacts, reproductive impacts, neurological impacts, and so forth. So today there is some exposure monitoring, to be fair, that is happening in the electronic sector and in other sectors as well. But the monitoring itself is done a small snapshot in time, a very limited group of chemicals, and workers are generally not even informed of these results. So I also want to mention there are some new groundbreaking technologies that are out there, and they are going to make a huge difference in areas where they're relevant. They don't work so much for what we're trying to do. They tend to be passive collectors, so wristbands, badges, and so forth, and they are, again, just a snapshot in time. They have to be shipped off for weeks of analytical testing. They're not able to create immediate results that are actionable by the workers. So what is it that we need to achieve a vision of a world where workers know exactly what toxic chemicals they are exposed to? So what if there was a simple way for workers to monitor their personal exposure, making the invisible visible and empowering them to have actionable information to protect their health? So a device that's inexpensive, readily accessible, lightweight, convenient to wear, able to detect a wide range of chemicals, sensitive enough to detect those chemicals at concentrations that are meaningful for human health, providing results quickly and easily, so maybe connected to an app on a smartphone or downloadable to a computer, able to identify the timing and location of exposure so that they know where to take the action, and then maybe ultimately connected to a centralized system so that that information could be tracked on a larger scale. So that's our challenge to all of you. Help us achieve this vision by protecting workers and creating some kind of a personal chemical exposure monitoring device. And I'd love to talk to any of you at the break. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pamela.